Welcome back to another action figure review. In this review, we'll be taking a look at the 1/18 scale Joytoy PLA Special Forces single carded action figure. So when you receive these in the mail, they will be wrapped in a plastic wrap, and this is what it will look like. So I'll go ahead and remove that now. So before we get started looking at the packaging, we're going to go ahead and take a look at the price and a little something interesting. So the price for this, we're going to use the two favorite locations. For example, Big Bad Toy Store, $36.99 for one figure. Locker Toys wants $30.70, and then you got to pay the shipping, obviously, which I don't know if it fans out the same price or not, depending on where you live at. But what I wanted to bring up was, this is an army builder, and they're $36 and $30 from two different locations. So if you bought these from Big Bad Toy Store and you wanted 5 of these, you'd pay $184.95 for 5 figures. Now, why did I bring that up? Because it's kind of ridiculous on how their marketing strategy is for this figure. Of course, if you like it, buy it. If you don't buy it. But let me show you something. This PLA Ground Force. This is one of the best sets for the PLA's armed forces. These are 5 figures, which is probably a lot of the bucks for this figure. If you look at this guy here versus that guy, right? This set, when I bought it from Big Bad Toy Store, was $79.99. I get 5 figures for $80. If I wanted 5 figures of those, I got to pay $184.95. These are currently available at Locker Toys for $69.42 US. So, what does that tell you? Their marketing strategy is to get you to pay more than double for a basic trooper. So I just wanted to bring that up and give you an idea of what you'll be paying out if you wanted to buy 5 of those. At Locker Toys, if there's $30, you times 5 is $150 and some change. $80. That's actually $60. $69.42 at Locker Toys. This is better value, and you're pretty much getting the same figure, just different camouflage. Alright, with that being said, just to give you a little bit of information there on where Joytoy's marketing is going and how they're trying to trick, consumers. This is a collector's channel, and we talk about a variety of things: packaging, the figure, the articulation, and even the marketing strategies. So just bring that out so everybody knows. And now we will take a look at the packaging. I do enjoy the artwork on these boxes. They're very nice. Joytoy here to the left, PLA Special Forces, and we have Camouflage right there. We have some kind of Chinese symbol, 1/18 scale. Top of the box, Joytoy. Bottom box, Joytoy. Side of the box, PLA Special Forces. This side of the box, PLA Special Forces, and then we have warning: not for children under the age of 3. This product is not a toy. Adult collectibles, recommended for ages 17 and up. This on the back, top, PLA Special Forces. We do have that new gold QR code, and there's a Joytoy symbol inside there. Joytoy here. The figure information, company information, and a note from Joytoy. And we have a UPC. So I'll hold this here for a second if you guys want to read that information. Go ahead and pause it. 3, 2, 1. Let's take a look at it. Save. Oh, this is a window box. Sorry. Didn't notice it. Here we have the figure on the inside. Figure here. Looks good. We have Velcro holding the flaps together. I missed that. That was actually pretty tight on there. Oh, so we have a baggie. So we have a product insert, a red PLA Special Force Camouflage product insert, Joytoy there. Fold out for some accessories. Pause and read that. On the back here we have some precautions. Another picture of the figure. Pretty cool, what we're used to seeing. Here's a clamshell. So I'll go ahead and get him out of the clamshell. Okay, here he is. First off, I noticed I have seen this head sculpt before. So it is a kit bash from another figure. There's a lot going on this figure. A lot of detail, a lot of accessories that are throughout the chest area. So let's take a look at that head sculpt real quick. Definitely seen this head sculpt before. Kind of a scowl on his face. Wide side decal eyes, shaved around the sides, nice and high. Cool. Out of the packaging, he does come with his backpack. This is great because they use the new ones that actually have the real straps that fit over the shoulders. You can see here. See, he does have a scarf. He has some ammo cases on his chest. We do have a working carabiner here, done in black, which is fantastic to see that again. We have a belt. Okay, that's to be the front of it. Some more carabiners there, right there. Some pouches on the back of his belt. Shotgun shells. Very cool. Do have nice shoulder, upper arm pads here. Done in a nice green. Do like that. We have the gray, gray. Like the mustard colored gloves. We have thigh pads. This one, a very large one. Pistol holster on the back. And then we have another thigh pad here on the other leg. We have the knee pads done in green. Black boots. Looks very, very cool. So I go ahead and get out of that frame and we'll take a look at the figure 360. I give some nice shots of the figure so you can see all that's going on right out of the packaging. Okay, here we go for another view. It is nice to see that they use the proper orientation for the clip for the gun to hang on the back. Which is great. Looks very cool. And the bottom of his feet does have the peg holes. So let's take a look at the articulation. So the head rotates 360. It is kind of snug because of the scarf gets in the way a good bit. Have side to side, back and down. It's good. Looks like you have some articulation at the bottom of the neck also. For the arms, they rotate 360 all the way around. Raise up about that much. You have bendable elbows. They do turn 360 at the elbow. Guess that's a nice 90 degrees. And it looks like we have returned to the very old style, which is not bad. Wrist. So this hand here, 360 all the way around. It's a little tight, so I'm not going to do it, but I know it's there, as you can see. This one has the down and up. This one also 360 all the way around. And this one has the in and out on the wrist. There's chest articulation under all his plate carrier or tactical vest, but you can't see it or use it because of the gear. He does have a side to side at the waist, 360 rotation. It's there. I'm not going to force it because I got lots of gear on. Ab crunch. Back. All the articulation will be tremendously improved if you remove all the gear. So you will have a standard bucket we're used to seeing for articulation. For sitting purposes, just pull it off his leg. There, no file goes back on. You got the thigh pad there, so it's pretty good. We have thigh rotation. We have double jointed knees. Looks great. And then we have pivot down on the feet, pivot up, rotates 360 if you desire, all the way around. And we get a little side to side, not much. Overall, it's a very nice looking figure. It is absolutely, in my opinion, because I wanted myself at least a squad of these guys because they look fantastic. But I just don't think they're worth $150, $180 for a squad now when you could get that very beautiful set of PLA Army ground force for $70. So, awesome. Very nice figure. Take a look at some of his accessories. Okay, we have this weapon. These are all done in a black flat plastic. There's like this little tiny bit of dry brushing of silver on them. Not a whole lot though. Very cool. Okay, here's another weapon. Now this one has a little more of the silver dry brushing. A little more on the edges and stuff. Do like this weapon. It's probably one of my favorites from this set. It's a nice grip on the front. Does not have that piece right there, which is fantastic. That connects the handle to the stock. It's like a submachine gun type weapon. Very cool. And it looks like he also has a sniper rifle. And I just bumped off the bipod. Same style color, silver dry brushing. It's a little smashed, a little bit. And here is the bipod that fell off. Just can go back right on. And then it is flexible for forward, down, and obviously back. See, this set is perfect for an army builder because you get, 3 out the door. You get 3 weapons you could have outfitted your squad with. And then you could have had these wonderful helmets here as your trooper helmet. So we have black glasses strapped around the chin. There's some devices on the helmet here on the front for like night vision goggles or infrared goggles. Devices here on the top, both sides of the helmet. The camo on the helmet matches the camo on the figure, which is fantastic. This is a replacement head. This does not go over top the current head that's on the figure. Okay, then we have this baggie. It looks like we have a machete type weapon, a knife, and a pistol in one set of hands. It does not look like we get any additional joints. So you're going to be careful. I recommend you guys throw the hair dryer over this guy before you start with your heavier play. So here we have his, I'm just going to call this machete. Gunmetal, nice sculpt work on the blade and on the edge of the weapon there. Black handle, it's good. We have a small knife. So it has a hole in it. You may be able to use this for your carabiner if you want to stab yourself in the leg or in the chest accidentally because there's no case. Very small pistol, done in black. Looks cool. And we have 2 hands. These are 2 fisted hands. And the articulation on those look to be 1 of each, 1 up and down, 1 in and out. Okay, here he is with his alternate head. Just going to see that's very, very cool. Definitely perfect for an army building character. Very nice. So here he is with one of his assault rifles. The hands are very soft. They accept the weapons very nicely, so that's great. You see the stock fits the up against the back of the arm very nicely. You can see how well he holds it. Looks really good. Very, very cool. Here he is with his more like a submachine gun type weapon. It definitely fits very well. The only thing about this hand is the trigger finger is molded to the rest of the fingers, so you can't stick it into the hole of the trigger. But overall, it looks fantastic. It's really, really cool. I want to add a correction. The trigger finger is not molded to the other fingers. There was a little bit of plastic left from the mold. I was able to clear that out, so that's a good. So now we have a trigger finger. Just take a little knife in there, and you can get that extra plastic out if that happens to your figure. Okay, here he is with his sniper rifle. He looks fantastic. I could tweak it probably a little better to get a better overall fit. But I'm just trying to get you guys an idea how well he holds this sniper rifle. Looks very cool. That looks fantastic. Very, very nice. Then, of course, if you are leaning on a vehicle, you can bring down the bipod, whatever you would like to do. It's very, very nice. And you can store weapons on the back on that clip if that's something you want to do. Here he's holding his machete. Looks very, very nice. Very cool. Nice poses, especially with these articulated wrists. Here he is with his knife. Also pretty good. And with his machete, you can definitely go hand-to-hand combat for some knife fighting. Looks really cool. Unfortunately, there is nowhere to keep either blade on the figure. So it's kind of a disappointing, but yeah, whatever. It is what it is. So here's his pistol in his hand. The pistol's a little loose in his hand. It's kind of small for the character. But we do have a place to keep it, which is right here. And it's kind of snug, but it fits. Pretty cool. I mean, if you wanted to, you could store the machete on this backpack. Kind of, you know, open bladed, but it's an option. For the little tiny knife, it's so small, you gotta be careful, you want to lose it. You might be able to tuck it somewhere in his belt or something if that's something you would like to do. But it'd been really nice to have like a little case on his leg to keep that in. So let's go ahead and do a comparison with one of the PLA Army Ground Force figures. So this is the PLA Army Ground Force figure. So there is a comparison. Take a look here. I actually like this figure better. It looks cleaner, not as bulky. Look at the vest; it's tighter. You know, he doesn't have the back. These back straps don't get in the way, but there's a lot going on here. Very, cleaner there. Do like the thigh pads a little better. These are bulky. This one here does get in the way of, articulation, and possible fitting in vehicles. But I do enjoy the backpacks. I think these are great backpacks. If they opened, they'd be the probably best backpacks currently available. But yeah, so this whole comparison is just show you the cost. These are amazing deal for these. You get 5 figures of all different head sculpts, I believe. Spin them all. You know, maybe. I don't know. You get that one with the black mask on. That's pretty cool. So, you know, you want 5 of these guys, it's going to cost you $150, $180, depending on where you get them. And these guys you can get still available. Very, very cool figures. Highly recommend them with these guys here. So the cons for me for the new one, for the single package, is it has to be the price, the marketing strategy, and the head the mask head kind of is a little snugger than you would probably want. And but I mean, I love the camo. Very nicely sculpted. This decks look good. I love the camo. I love the backpack. All the accessories that it comes with is fantastic. But I don't think even having these extra accessories justifies the price of these figures. I mean, here Big Bad Toys for one's $36.99 just for one of these guys, and Locker Toys one's $30.70. And when you have options now between him and him, it'd been really nice to having another subgroup, you know, with that type of camo for your collection. But you know, you have to decide what's best for you and your, you know, budget. Well, that's about all I got for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. If you did, please consider subscribing. Please like and share the video. Thanks for watching, and we will see you guys in our next review.